Similarly, in relation to Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, nobody can ever claim to be Khatam al-Nabiyyin because he is not universal. And the universal characters of the divine messenger can only be found in Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So all divine messengers, wherever they were or wherever they may belong to, they must conform to this essential condition. Right? This is the meaning of finality, or meaning of Khatam al-Nabiyyin, I should say. Yet, there is implied in this term a sense of finality as well. How? Because it is implied that this Prophet has brought a universal message which is applicable to all nations of the world and all people of the world of this age, of past ages and the ages to come. This universality is implied in the word Khatam. Or he could not be considered to be a touchstone for the truth of all prophets. When it says all prophets, remember that this declaration is timeless. All prophets not belong to a certain era of the world. All prophets belonging to all the various eras of the world, future not been excluded. So, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam must have brought a teaching which could be applicable to all the problems that man ever faced. And if he is that prophet, then how could his message be changed? The message, if that is the best message for mankind, as the Holy Quran claims, then that message can never be changed. If that message is well protected, as the Holy Quran claims, and man is not given any opportunity by God to interfere with the Quranic teaching and interpolate, then this message, which is perfect, will remain exactly as it is till the end of the time. This is the finality, which I said is implied in the message of Khatam al-Nabiyyin. He is final in the teaching which he brought. He is final in his conduct. Neither his teaching can ever be changed by human hand, nor his conduct can be changed to a better conduct, because he was the best of all the mankind. You can't bring someone better than the best. And if the Quran teaching is the best, as I have proved it from the Quran, it relates to human psyche, it solves all the problems of mankind, and it is also well protected according to the Quran, so that it cannot be changed. So how can you bring about a better teaching than the best? So in this way, his finality is implied in the word Khatam al-Nabiyyin. And we fully believe in that concept of finality. It is wrong to say that we reject that concept. But under the perfect prophet, if the teaching remains the same, but it has begun to be misunderstood. Under the prophet, whose conduct is best and above all censure, if his conduct is presented in a different way, which was not his conduct, then a prophet who is subordinate must come to rehabilitate the Quranic values and the values of Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's conduct. In such a subordinate prophet we believe, and we believe that the concept of such a subordinate prophet is not ruled out in the Quran or in any hadith. Have you answered this question to the satisfaction of the person who raised this question or not? find out from the...
So one of the questioners just sent in a second question, which is as follows. What are the Quranic evidences to justify the Mahdi as a prophet after Prophet Muhammad?
Please. But you haven't asked what I asked before. Ask the questioner if he or she is satisfied with the answer I have given to this question or not. One sound.
My question is a bit deeper from what was asked. My original question, I wrote the second one as well. My original question is a bit deeper from what was asked.
She claims her question was different from the original one that was asked. So she sent in a second question.
The first questioner who asked that question is not this lady.
There were similar questions on Qasmun
Understand.
Yes.
Her question is different, and that question has yet not been touched by me. Correct?
Yeah.
So repeat this question which this lady wants to be answered.
What are the Quranic evidences to justify the Mahdi as a prophet after Prophet Muhammad?
She was speaking of Isa. It has to be a different question.
My original question was, I'm an Ahmadi and I was brought up as an Ahmadi, but sometimes I do sort of look for evidences that justifies from the Quran the principles of Mahdi as a prophet.
Have you understood?
From the Holy Quran, the principles on which you believe that the Mahdi has come.
Please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, please speak for yourself.
I'm Mrs. Abdul Ghanim. I'm raised as an Ahmadi Muslim, and I believe in the principles and ideals of Ahmadi. I practice Islam according to principle of Ahmadi. But sometimes I do wonder, considering Khataman Nabi, what are the Quranic evidences that support Mahdi as a prophet rather than just a reformer?
Yes.
Because very often, I know that Mahdi is the...
I have already answered a part of your question
Yes, sir.
by explaining what the term Khatamun Nabiyyin means,
Yes.
and by pointing out that it does not contradict the possibility of the appearance of a subordinate prophet within Islam.
I think the problem...
That's one thing.
Yeah.
But it can be elaborated further by pointing out to a hadith, to a verse of the Quran, which supports my contention. That relevant verse of the Quran says, وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ وَالصِّدِّيقِينَ وَالشُّهَدَاءِ وَالصَّالِحِينَ وَحَسُنَ أُولَٰئِكَ رَفِيقًا. Which means that whoever will believe in God, whoever will follow God and this Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah, from the time of this declaration onwards, only these will the people who will be rewarded by Allah with all the rewards which are bestowed upon righteous people. So those who follow Allah and follow Muhammad Rasulullah, what would be their reward or what would be their rewards? This is mentioned in the second part of the same verse. Minan Nabiyyina was-Siddiqina. These people will be from among the prophets, was-Siddiqina, and among the best of the righteous, and from among Shuhada, the martyred ones, and from among Salihin, the ordinary righteous people. Siddiq is a term applied to the best of the righteous after a prophet. And as-Salihin is a term which is generally applied to all the righteous people. These are the four rewards mentioned in the Holy Quran. For following